Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bull Hour 5 show, Tea Party Part 2. And today's date is April 15th, 2009. Once again, it's tax day. And if you watched my first segment of the show, it was just kind of an introduction of what we're going to talk about and me babbling on and stuff. And I read the emails. So once again, I thank you all for joining in, and I hope that more and more of you guys will join in. And don't forget to tell a friend about the show. And apparently today is we're going to call it Tea Party Day. This Tea Party's going all over the United States. Earlier, I was on the internet looking at the maps around the country about where the Tea Parties are, and holy cow, there's a lot of Tea Parties going on around. Michigan's full of them. I mean, well, you figure Michigan is 12% unemployment rate, highest in the country, and there's a lot of bitching going on up there. But I think it's just the American way of voicing their opinion of we're sick and tired of these frickin' taxes. The middle class, they say the rich don't pay, and the rich says they pay too much, and the poor don't have to pay. And what do you think? I mean, should we just go to one flat tax? Like 10% across the board. You pay 10%, and that's it. I mean, what do you think? It's good to have these rallies. It's good to talk about no high taxes, no more taxes, we're taxed to death, and have these rallies and try to send a signal. I mean, we all know our politicians don't care. I mean, Democrats, Republicans, they all don't care. But tell me something. What do you think pays for all the programs throughout the United States? Taxes. So what do? Do we not pay taxes and cut all the programs and everybody fend for themselves? I mean, when you don't have a job, you don't have food stamps, you don't have unemployment compensation, you just go out and scratch in the dirt and look for food. I don't know. What is the answer? I know one thing. I don't think any of us are really prepared to say, well, I pay $7,000 a year in taxes and I want only pay $1,000, so that means you got to deduct $6,000. And what programs are we ready to cut? I mean, if you talk to the farmers, they all want to cut welfare because we don't get welfare. We're farmers. We don't make welfare. We don't get welfare. Well, bullshit, you don't. You get government subsidizing. What's that? It's a type of welfare. In my book, in my opinion, welfare is any kind of stimulus money check you get from the government for not earning. I mean, that's welfare. It doesn't matter. Farmers, they get paid for not growing crops. They get a check for not growing crops. Sure, they got to be in a program. But they get money for not growing crops. What's that? Welfare. I don't know if they still use the word welfare. I don't know if it's politically correct today or not. But if you're going to cut taxes, you better be prepared to cut some programs. Now, don't send me a bunch of emails saying that I'm a tax freak and I don't want high taxes, because I don't. I'm just looking at the reality of it. If you want to cut taxes, fine, and I do. You're going to have to cut programs. What programs do you cut? You and I aren't going to be the ones deciding what programs are cut. The public, the common man, are not going to have that decision. Our jerk-offs in Washington are the ones that are going to have to make that decision. And God knows, you're going to have John McCain in there. You're going to have Barney Frank, Chris Dodd. All them idiots in there deciding what needs to be cut, and they won't be able to decide on it. Hell, they can't decide on what color toilet seat to put in the Johns. They cannot agree on anything in there. So that's another headache. I mean, this is a can of worms. And I'm all for, cutting taxes or doing away with certain taxes, but programs are going to be cut. But I'll tell you one thing. They say, well, we need high taxes to pay for the war in Afghanistan and the war in Iraq. Well, I'll tell you what. If instead of taking high taxes, why don't we take over the oil fields? I mean, we garden them anyways and take the revenue from them, and don't tell Iraq, you can have all the revenue from the oil fields when you take over your own country and it becomes a democracy. Until then, we'll take the revenue. That would help it out, wouldn't it? You betcha. Go to Afghanistan. Afghanistan, their big income is poppy, selling opium and poppy and stuff. Take the revenue from that and pay for our benefits. And tell them, well, until you decide to grow something that's not illegal, we're going to take the revenue. I mean, come on, people. I'm not a drug addict. I don't believe in drugs and stuff. But, I mean, reality is reality. If you think them people in Afghanistan are just going to walk away from their opium fields and say, well, I guess we don't need it. It's the only source of income there is. So the Tea Parties are fine. I believe in them. I think we need to have more protest on things. But we just need to be prepared. You know, what happened if for some reason our politicians woke up one day and decided to do something right and said, okay, we're going to cut taxes. What programs we want to lose? I don't know. Do you want to lose a program? Well, you probably say cut a program that doesn't. You know, it's easy to cut a program that doesn't benefit you. But you got to cut a program that doesn't benefit anybody. You know, you got to cut the right programs. I mean, there's a lot of pork belly programs out there that basically don't help anybody but the rich or the special interests. You know, there's nothing wrong with being rich. You know, everybody wants to bang on the rich, you know, because, you know, the poor want to hit the rich and the middle class hate the rich because they've got it and we don't. I know some rich people out there. I know some people out there that are really rich and they pay a boatload of taxes. But there's some people out there that aren't rich. You know, and another thing, too, we need to be raising up, too, is about paying taxes. What about Tom Daschle, the guy that Obama was going to put in front of the education board? You know, he don't pay taxes. He hasn't paid taxes. You know, he's been in trouble for not paying taxes. What about Timothy Geiger? He got around. He don't pay taxes. He's been, investigated for not paying taxes. What about them people? I mean, they don't have to pay taxes, but we do. And another thing, how come when Tom Daschle decided to take his name off the ballot for running, being his appointee, how come we didn't go after him and prosecute him for not paying taxes? No, I think that all just kind of went underneath the rug. You know, we should have, our judicial system should have tore after him and said, look, okay, you took your name off the ballot, but you didn't pay taxes, so we're going to prosecute you. But I haven't heard nothing on that, so it's that kind of thing that's got people pissed off because we're paying taxes and they're not. And these companies that hide all and shelter all their taxes in the UBS Bank, well, they're in trouble. The UBS Bank, over in Switzerland. That felt good. But, yeah, I agree with the Tea Parties, and I think we need to have more and more of it. We need to voice our opinions. We need to voice our opinions, and I guarantee you if I get a good enough following on this show, I'm going to send a couple copies of this to, to the news medias and the newsstands, and like Lou Dobbs on CNN. I'm going to send it to him and see if they'll play this, But I want to get more emails where I can go and say, look, this isn't my show. This isn't Lou Dobbs' show. This is our show. This is the American common man show. And that's the same thing as the taxes. They interview people. And like that one guy said, we're all Americans. This isn't Democrat, Republican, male or female, black or white, Asian or Hispanic. It's Americans. And when we decide in this country to stop being individuals and be Americans, things will come around. But I know I pay a lot of taxes. And I hope this thing takes off. And the other thing that's good about it, it's a grassroots thing. It's a grassroots. It's being done in the little town of Yadady, North Dakota, and the other town Yadady, Idaho. It's done all over the country in little towns, big towns. Out in the country, and it's just grassroots. It's just the common person going up there and saying enough is enough. That's what's great about this, and I think that's what I hope continues, and I hope that's what Congress and our politicians realize, that, hey, there's no George Clooney on there, there's no stupid-ass Sean Penn or all them other idiots, Tim Robbins or Tom Cruise or all them other jerk-offs that are so out of reality. No, it's the common person with the John Deere hat or the United Steel hat or the woman with the nurse's hat on, and the Spanish person that's working in the orange groves and stuff like that. It's the common people, the kids that know that they're going to have to pay. Well, segment 2 is just about over with, and I'm going to sign out of here, and we're going to go to segment 3. So I thank you very much for watching the show, and segment 3 will be coming right back on. We're going to talk some more. So you guys bang right over to segment 3, and we'll go from there. Until then, this is Bill Kennedy, and thank you very much for the Bull Hour 5 show on Tea Party.